What's going on, guys? Today I got my hands on the new M2 MacBook Air 15-inch. It's my first MacBook Air. I'm going to go ahead and unbox it for you guys, give you guys an initial impressions and slight review of this machine so far. Let's go ahead and jump straight into this. So guys, this is my first MacBook Air that I've ever had. This is my second MacBook. I used to have a MacBook Pro back in 2012 for college. It was the 2012 version. I got it in 2013. And honestly, I absolutely loved the machine. I didn't do anything too crazy on it. I just basically had it for college. Fast forward to now, this is my second ever MacBook. And this is probably what I should have had in college back in the day. I don't know why I spent so much money on the MacBook Pro. Maybe I thought I needed all that bandwidth, all that horsepower. It was a great machine, to say the least. But this machine, after unboxing it, as you guys see here, is what I probably should have had back in the day, the MacBook Air. Now, seeing what this comes with, you get this new braided, super high quality USB-C to MagSafe charger. This is probably the highest quality computer charger I've ever come across. Keep in mind, this is only my second ever MacBook. I have unboxed, iPads and Mac Mini. This by far is the highest quality charger that I've come across. This thing is super sturdy, super durable. It's MagSafe, so you don't have to worry about tripping over your cord and it's gonna jack up your whole computer. It's literally just gonna pop off. It's a magnet, so you're good there. We have our instruction manual, super simple, and these new sleek Mac Apple stickers, super cool. I don't really know where people put those stickers, but the fact you got a black one, it's pretty cool. And then we have this new brick charger here. This brick is 35 watts, which I'm not too sure if that's good or not. I just know that in my experience so far, I had to charge the computer and it charged it fairly quickly. It has two USB-C ports there, so if you want to charge your computer, you want to charge your iPhone, iPad, whatever you have going on the Apple ecosystem, you can do that. It's a cool, modern-looking charger. It's a very minimal footprint. It's not too big and bulky. You can stuff it in your bag and you're good to go there. Same with like the Air in general. You can kind of stuff it in your bag and go. It's the same theme throughout the whole, concept of the MacBook Air. Super cool. Again, quality charger, quality brick. Let's go ahead and see what this computer actually looks like. So as you guys can see here, I got the midnight black version. Honestly, I think that's the only way to go if you're going to get a MacBook Air. Having like this kind of limited edition, cool black MacBook that you don't really see typically is the way to go on this. That's why I decided to pick it up, was mainly because of the color. The fact that it's super small, thin, and sleek is an added pro, and the fact that it's 15 inches, that's freaking awesome. You have a nice big screen to display right off the bat. Aesthetically, this thing looks super nice and sleek. You have the MagSafe charger there. You have two USB-C Thunderbolt ports there and a headphone jack. That's literally all the imports that you have. Again, back to kind of bringing it back to my college days, that's basically all the ports you need. Get some external storage if you want to hook up a mic, that sort of thing. You might not have as many as you need for some certain tasks, let's say like video editing, if you have like storage hooked up, if you have a external mic, that sort of thing. But for college students, just plug it in like a hard drive, plug it in your headphones if they're not Bluetooth. This is pretty much all you're gonna need, especially if you're just using this computer for work. Maybe you're a developer, maybe you kind of are just like working from home and you don't need a bunch of things plugged in externally. That's gonna do it. And if you do, you can just get a slim little dongle from Amazon. I don't think this is gonna be a big issue, which is the port issue. Right off the bat, guys, this thing is super sleek. It looks so stinking good. The screen looks good. The keyboard looks good. As we go through the setup, guys, I'm kind of just blown away by how just nice the typing experience felt. Having this finger sensor to unlock the computer was new to me, and I found it pretty neat. Windows has had this for a long, long time. I haven't seen this recently on the MacBook, so having that feature was super nice. And getting it all set up, guys, I just wanted to throw on go-to apps and kind of test out, how this computer would look and run. I opted out for the 8GB, 256GB SSD version of the computer. That's pretty much just the base standard model that you would get. I have an M1 chip MacBook Mini base model, and it handles all my 4K video editing needs. And I figured that's pretty much all I would need in the MacBook Air, so that's why I opted out for this. Guys, aesthetic-wise, build-wise, this thing is super nice. Nothing less than what you would expect from Apple. The fact that it has an M2 upgraded chip, you're going to get performance, you're going going to be able to do everything you need to do seamlessly without your computer freezing, without it kind of throttling apps and that sort of thing. This computer is geared toward the everyday user, college student, maybe work from home type of person that's not going to be using a ton of crazy creative apps. This thing has 8-core CPU, 10-core GPU, 16-core neural engine, 100 gigabyte memory bandwidth, 15.3-inch liquid retina display at 500 nits of brightness. The color looks super crispy on this thing. Basically everything that you would need on a single computer to get your work done and still kind of look nice and, you know, top of the line, this is going to do it. And for, I believe, $1,200 at Costco currently, you really can't beat that for this type of computer. It's 8 gigabytes of unified memory. We got the 256 gigabyte SSD in it. You can upgrade the storage on this thing to 512 or even a terabyte, 2 terabyte, and kind of just make it run faster. But at that point, you might as well go with the Pro version. Again, this is kind of just like your standard computer, work from home, college student, kind of just like browse the web type of computer. Not to say you can't do creative things like Premiere Pro, Photoshop, that sort of thing, as long as you're kind of running one app at a time, which is what I do. That's why I opted for the base model. I don't need more than that. I'm not multitasking with a bunch of things. I just create YouTube videos, I surf the web, I listen to Spotify, I watch Netflix, like that sort of thing. And this is plenty of power considering I've been on the M1 chip Mac Mini for the last year and a half, maybe 2-ish years. I have destroyed my task and outperformed my freaking expensive HP laptop that I had. It's insane what they can do. The fact that I'm getting an M2 chip now for a minimal price point is awesome. You can't beat it. Now, this thing is a laptop, so you do have to charge it. Obviously, it's wireless as a battery. Up to 18 hours of Apple TV, up to 15 of just wireless web browsing. You can fast charge this thing if you get a 70-watt USB power adapter. Like I said, the one it comes with is 35 watts, so battery life should not be an issue on this thing, considering the brick and the cable are very slim profile. If you do throw it in your backpack, you know, you can throw it in there, pull it out at Starbucks, charge up your machine. If you're at home and you're plugging it into an external monitor, you can charge up while you're there. Or if you know you have the USB-C connection to the monitor, it'll charge it straight off the monitor. Not an issue there. Again, guys, this thing, you're gonna be able to take it wherever you want. You can plug it in at home and kind of set up shop, which is what I do most of the time. If I do decide to take it away from my desk, it's either to the couch to do some editing or to my dining room table to kind of just continue to do some work, maybe do some chopping up of footage, that sort of thing. Take it to the bed, watch Netflix, to the park, whatever it may be. The fact that you can take this on the go is a big pro, but the battery life should not be an issue on this machine. Again, I doubt you're going to be doing like high intensive things away from your desk, and if you are away from your desk and you're doing those sorts of things, you might have it plugged in regardless. I downloaded my favorite apps such as Chrome, I downloaded Premiere Pro, Photoshop, that sort of thing. So far they've ran really good. Stay tuned for the full review once I get fully working in this thing. But again, this thing is going to be more than enough power for what I need it to do, for what the average person needs it to do. Unless you're like a video editor, like full on, like pretty gnarly with 4K video and that sort of thing, you might need the Pro. I do that for YouTube already. I do edit in 4K. If you guys don't know, turn up the quality on my videos, and I've had no issues with the M1 chip. The fact that I'm on the M2 chip now, and the fact that it's still the base model, I'm not expecting any issues whatsoever, guys. The speakers on this bad boy, I must say, my fiance and I were kind of blown away when we were watching a Netflix movie the other night. It sounded super nice and crispy, which we were surprised about. The display, though, I'm not gonna lie, we weren't very impressed with it. It almost seems a little dark, and I don't know, maybe we have some settings turned on. I don't know. I will play with it and get back to you in the review, but so far we're not really impressed with the display as much. But we'll say this, the speakers look nice, and that's not to say that the display sucks. The display is still super nice, 15.3 inches of screen real estate. You can't really complain about the way it looks, especially for that price point, and especially if you're going to be plugging it at your desk from time to time. Like, this is a great machine, guys. If you're looking for a machine that you can kind of do content creation on, nothing super crazy, but still kind of do creative content, do schoolwork, browse LinkedIn, Netflix, Spotify, code, and web develop, but this machine is going to be plenty ample to do that. Again, M1 chip, I coded and developed on that. M2 chip here. Stay tuned for my full review, guys. That's going to go ahead and do it for today. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, guys. Catch you guys in the next one.